Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Total Offroad. We've got another Toyota Landcruiser that we're getting some work done to. We're getting lift, tires, wheels, and I think a couple more things, but at the end of the day, we're excited to get these in. Ryan found us from another company that we associate with, but then he also seen our YouTube video and didn't know it was us. So he showed up to Total Offroad and he was like, what? He's like, I literally saw your video, the 2 Landcruisers you did. And if you guys don't know about that video, go check it out right here. So I want to introduce you guys to Ryan. Ryan, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for bringing this brand new Landcruiser by.
Thanks.
So just tell us a little bit about it. I mean, everybody loves these things,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But what made you get this one here?
Had some issues with pickup trucks, so we run Landcruisers, the old Landcruisers, out at a ranch that I volunteer out in the summer out in Montana. Yeah. This 2025 is windshield pearl. It's a little dirty. It's a little overcast this morning, but just was done with pickup trucks and decided to grab one. I'm an avid fly fisherman, so going to do some stuff to it, put a fly rod holder on here and be more prepared to get on the road and go fishing.
Dude, that's crazy. This is actually one of the first white ones that I've seen. I don't think I've seen a white one yet.
Yeah, there's Ice Cap is like the white. This is called windshield pearl. Okay. So it's got like a silverish almost undertone to it when it's really, you can kind of see it on the hood. Yeah. It's like a little bit of a spark. It's like I think a 3-tone paint process on the windshield pearl. It's a really nice color. It's sharp when it's clean. Okay, cool. And what made you want to do the whole wheels and like tires and? Well, so it all started with a Sherpa Rack, which company out of Colorado, and a couple buddies really recommended those guys, and looked up. You guys were a distributor of them. Ironically, I saw a video that you had done with a GX and another Landcruiser. Yeah. Came down to talk about the rack and didn't want to go like huge tires, but decided to go with the Westcott preload. I think it's called a preload. Yeah. And very popular tires and method wheels. The wheels, I'm anxious to see how the wheels are gonna. I'm going away from the matte black, so we're going with like a more of a silver-ish look, like a matte silver almost. But 17s, and I think the tires are like 34. So yeah, excited to see how it's gonna look. Sweet, man. It's gonna look so good. I hope so. With your experience with it so far, you love it. No issues, anything at all? No, man. It's I've got like 2,300 miles on this so far. The only thing that I would say is, and it's not really a complaint, is it's got a small gas tank. I think the gas tank's like 17.9 gallons. Yeah. I'm getting about 17 and a half. Yeah, I'm probably getting 17 and a half miles to the gallon right now. But a lot of that is more non-highway miles. I haven't really taken this thing on any trips or anything like that. So I'm sure I'll take a little knock even, with the bigger tires. But no, a lot of people say about the 4 cylinders, man, it's got, to me, it's got plenty of get up and go. So much, dude. It's so underrated. The hybrid systems are crazy right now. Yeah, and the interior is great. It lacks a little bit of space in the cabin room, to put stuff, but that just keeps me clean and organized. Dude, right? A lot of people that haven't driven the Landcruisers, they don't realize like how plush they are. Like they rock a lot, you know? Yeah. And I mean, do you like that? I love it. It is. It has got an unbelievably smooth ride. If you're on any type of bumpier surface, the ride just evens out. And on the highway, man, it is a great ride. Yeah, they're great trucks. Dude, awesome, man. Well, thanks for bringing it to us, bro. Man. Like, I can't wait to get it in and get it done. We're not gonna make the intro too long here, just because he was in traffic. You had a Jeep burning down on the highway, right? Yeah, 575 south here in greater Atlanta. So greater Atlanta, it's always something. A Jeep, hopefully everybody was okay, but a Jeep, it looked like a 4-door Jeep, burnt to a crisp on the side of the highway this morning. Yeah. So it delayed me about an hour. That's why he's driving a Landcruiser. So. All right, let's get started. Let's get this baby in the shop, boys. Brandon's usually the one that takes care of the Landcruisers, but he's got a big old F-250 that he's doing. So we ended up having our next best guy, and it's Keenan. Keenan is a goofball, so we'll have him on camera in just a sec here. All right, Max, so we ain't got nobody doing 40s yet on the Landcruiser?
No, haven't talked anybody into it yet, sadly.
We were just looking at the amount of travel in the back of this thing. That's actually pretty impressive for a stock Landcruiser, it's not bad. It ain't no Jeep, but they ain't bad in the back.
It ain't bad for a Toyota.
What do you have in your Jeep? You got like 37s, yeah.
42s on the way.
Max is the OG around here. We'll get Keenan. Keenan's cheesing over there.
We'll bother him in here in a minute.
Max, how long do you think this is gonna take to get this one done?
The rack is really gonna be the tricky part.
Yeah.
The Sherpa rack, probably 2 hours. Lift kit, then knock them out in an hour.
So what's the deal with the rack?
So in a sense, it is taking off the factory crossbars,
okay,
and then adding a rack that adds a lot more static weight load.
Okay.
Typically, like on these, like it's more, I hate to say a look thing, because you know I'm sure Toyota spent some time designing that, but honestly, it's more of a look thing. I think you could add crossbars and a little basket or something like that.
Okay.
Going to something like a Sherpa rack, you can then run a tent, run actual like a lot of luggage up there. You get closer to, I think, like 550 static weight. So even I can get up there.
It's crazy. All right, so we got that. We got wheels.
Yeah, which I'm excited on this one because we're doing platinum colored wheels. So white with platinum.
Oh,
so
what?
You won't see one like it. I haven't found one that we could kind of go off of that would look close.
Of course, yeah. He's cheesing, guys. We're gonna get him on film. State your name, boy. No, so guys, this is one of our favorite guys here. His name's Keenan. He's knocking this thing out. Like, I mean, he's moving faster than I can record, honestly. So Keenan, how long you been with Total Offroad?
Coming up on 1.5 years now.
Do you like it here?
I love it. One of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had. So get to build cool stuff all day, work on cool vehicles. Can't beat it.
So far, what's been the most favorite thing you've worked on so far here?
Ooh, that's a good question. We had a pretty sweet, like OG Bronco come in a while back. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay. And what's one thing that came in that you refuse to work on again?
I got a thing against Chevys. So.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I mean, I can't not work on them because of how many of them we get.
Yeah.
But if it was up to me, Brandon can get all the Chevys.
Brandon's over there cooking. All right, so Keenan, you're the one working on this thing. How long do you think it's gonna take to get it done?
I'm saying 1.5 hours for the lift kit, maybe 1 hour for wheels and tires, and then maybe 2 hours for the rack.
All right, guys. So right now it's 10:45. So we're gonna see if Keenan can keep his word. We're gonna get this guy on the next vid here. Freaking character. I'm gonna let him go do his thing. Yeah, I gotta get back to my coffee. So have you guys ever been curious about the build quality underneath the Landcruiser? Well, I've got a little chair here, and I'm gonna go underneath and show you guys how well these things are built. So let's get started. Okay, so you got solid axle rear end. Really nice. I mean, all the welds are really nice, okay? And the design of this solid axle is not just kind of classic. When I mean like a classic design, see how this gets wider the more you go? See that? See how it's just like a tube? Well, a lot of tubes get reinforced. And I'll show you here. See that right there? That reinforcement is literally doing what the rear end design is doing here, right? That's technically the same thing. So where's my chair? Let's get back to this chair. That's a really good design, and that just kind of shows you the Japanese innovation, okay? And then before we continue going forward, we'll talk about the exhaust. You got a little muffler there, nothing big, but it stays low, easy to service. Everything is easy to service on the Landcruiser. You get your hand around everything. And then that's your main muffler right here. So that's your resonator, I'm assuming, and that's your main muffler right here.
So, have you just loosened these? You guys should bust these 2 bolts out.
Here comes Brandon giving his wisdom.
Alright. You're going to have to loosen the length. Alright. Appreciate it.
So Brandon, did you just come over there and give advice on how to lift the Landcruiser?
Nothing too crazy.
Anytime we need help with anything, Brandon's the one we go to. And it cracks me up because he's just so nonchalant with it. But so what do you want to know in general? What did he ask?
He just asked how to get the lower control arms down far enough to get the struts out.
Okay, so you're telling him how to like pull it out of this hole or whatever.
There's 2 bolts right next to the ball joint. You can just separate it there from the knuckle and just let the whole arm swing down.
Okay, cool. Y'all love him the same reason why I love him. He's amazing. All right, let me get that mic off you too. Thank you, Brandon. All right, now that we're done with that, I'm gonna continue showing you guys what I want to show you. just like the drive shaft stuff, and then we'll move to the transmission, and then there's your KDSS. All right, so super nice rear end, okay? You got your sensor tucked away. With this sensor tucked away, they used a like super durable metal plate here to cover everything so nothing gets damaged. A lot of companies wouldn't even do that, but that plate just shows you that Toyota cares, right? Then you have your transfer case, and these new vehicles have all kind of electronics, but that's okay because Toyota is always going to be the most reliable vehicle that you can pretty much buy. So as we go further in life, things are getting small. This transfer case is actually pretty small. I mean, that's my hand, and it goes from right here all the way to right here. That's a tiny transfer case. I promise you that that transfer case will take all the power and abuse that this vehicle can be thrown at, as long as you maintenance it correctly. Yeah, like look at this drive shaft here. Look how easy everything is to service. Look at that. Everything is just so bare bones. Now I know it's 2025, but for 2025, this is actually really good. I mean, imagine like a Range Rover or something. All of your sensors are easily accessible. Toyota just did a good job at really caring. What I want to talk about here is the KDSS, okay? So what this is an electronic, I guess it's a servo or something like that. I don't know the exact term for it, but it disconnects and connects the sway bar. So your sway bar is connected to each side of your control arms, and it allows the vehicle to stay steady when you're on the road. It kills the rocking motion. Well, when you have this engaged, it locks the sway bar, okay? So the sway bar can't flex. When it disengages, it allows the sway bar to flex. So it's kind of like, I mean, not a lot of vehicles have these days. You know, Jeeps have them. I believe Land Rovers and Range Rovers have them. I might be wrong with that one, but I know Jeeps have them for sure. The sway bar is moving inside the unit, so it kind of can cause issues with the sensor. Like, we're literally gonna have to do something here. As you can see, it's disconnected. Anytime you're buying a vehicle like this, you have to consider that it has stuff like this, and you can't just throw some crazy lift and just lift it, right? There's process to it. So then we go to the front control arms, built really nice. It's not just tubing, it's actually like a shell case. So it makes it really strong because there's so much support in every direction, every dimension. And your axles are nice and beefy. Those are actually really good size axles. I have big hands, but that's nice and solid. Then you come to the front, you have your steering unit, and everything's electronic these days. So the steering that's actually in the vehicle is not real. You're feeling it. Actually, I think it is. So it actually is. It's connected right there. There's a rod right there, and that's heading towards the steering wheel. But this is your motor for your assist. So that's just a basic overrun of what's going on underneath the Landcruiser. If you guys like me going into detail with stuff like this, let me know and I'll keep doing it in future videos. I nerd out about them, I geek out about them. So let me know if you guys want me to do more vids going in detail, because if that's the case, I could definitely deliver. The tires that we're putting on it should be right over here. Yeah, that's what we put on everything. We put Toyos, Open Country. All right, Ken, how are we looking so far, bro?
Looking really good. We're just about to button up this side up front and then head back over to the other side, get that side done, and then we're on to the back, and then wheels and tires.
So what'd you just do?
So on the front here, we're doing this preload spacer right here.
Okay.
So it's just gonna increase spring rate and basically lift the vehicle.
Sweet.
So.
Awesome. And you've got both sides or just this side done?
Just this side right now.
Okay. It's only been like 15 minutes, honestly, 15, 20 minutes. So basically this right here is what goes, that's exactly what he was talking about right there. Slips right there. We got one side on, these go to the rear, and then tires, I already showed you guys tires over there. I don't even know where the rim's at.
We're waiting for them to be delivered.
Okay, so we got winter rims on the way, and they'll be put right there when they get here. So Keenan's wrapping it up. I've got to go to another location because we have a G-Wagon getting wrapped that I need to film, and Brandon's over there knocking out an F-250 right now. So we are busy today. It's Friday right now as we speak. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I'm taking one of the company trucks. We've got some tires we got to pick up apparently. All right, so I'm editing a quick video and Max comes to get me. He's like, Keenan's looking for you. Well, Keenan's right here and the lift is done. So you knocked this out in like 20 minutes. I was supposed to leave, dude. And you already got this thing like done. That's hands down the fastest I've ever seen a lift been put on a vehicle ever. I think it's been like, what, 50 minutes?
I don't know.
It had to be like 50 minutes, bro.
Got down to 11:45.
Damn, son. Yeah, it was 10:35.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
50 minutes.
Sheesh.
I'll probably do the roof rack now.
Roof rack,
Oh, it's real low down to the ground on the lift.
Cool.
And then we'll pull out some wheels and show those off.
I'm genuinely blown away, bro. That's like, no, like without the camera being on, that's the fastest I've ever seen a lift be put on a vehicle. So these dudes like glow sweating. Look at that. Did you have caffeine this morning?
Oh yeah, way too much.
Oh yeah.
Way too much.
While we were doing that, the wheels showed up. Whew. Oh my gosh. That's gonna look good. A lot of people don't do the Gunmetal Gray, but everyone does black wheels. This is one of the nicest wheels I've seen in a long time. Especially with that black cap there, nice and glossed out. Man. All right, so now the guys are about to put the roof rack on. We've got the wheels here, and gosh, sure. Interesting. I only see two.
Come over here to help. At least get in the way.
So guys, we got the roof rack about to go on here, and after that I think they're gonna do wheels, get it on the balance, and don't forget, all this is being done with Ryan still here, and we're just killing it. There's Brandon, like a stud. Pulling out the grill, boy.
Looking pretty good.
All right, I actually gotta go this time. Actually, it was just two wheels, as you guys saw. I've got two over there, but we got two more coming through FedEx, and then hopefully I can get back in time to film the rest of it. All right, so Max literally just texted me and was like, dude, the other three wheels showed up. So I'm heading back now. I was actually already on the road when he texted me. So when we ordered the wheels, they came through FedEx, but FedEx only delivered 2 in the morning. We need total of 5, right? Because you gotta have the spare. So that kind of held up the whole build for a sec, which is not our fault, that's FedEx. The wheels are there now, and Max already sent me a picture of it on the lift with 2 of the wheels on. Yeah, hopefully I get back in time and I can get Ryan's reaction, and I want to see the vehicle myself, right? Like, I want to see what it looks like. I've actually never seen gunmetal method wheels in general. All right guys, so I just got back and Landcruiser is done, sitting on the ground. Keenan just took it for a spin, it drives great. I think this is one of the best setups that we've had in here. Now, this is not a 35-inch tire. I just want to remind you guys, this is like a 34. Max, does it rub at all? Does it rub? Keenan, no rub? Wow, so no rub, guys. That's exactly what the customer wanted too. He didn't want any rub or anything. He just wanted to drive nice, but the rack is looking super good. And the humming you're hearing is coming from the truck here. Because honestly, that was the fastest I've ever seen a lift get done, like ever here in Total Offroad. Brandon's amazing. Brandon's knocking out the F-250 over there, but Keenan, I think you topped him. Like that was crazy. And guys, we would have been done way earlier. Right now it's, let's see, 3:34. We started it at 10:30. We would have got it done earlier, but what happened?
We were waiting on 2 of the wheels to get delivered.
Yeah.
So we had a little mix up, and so
FedEx, right?
We got them in, so we're all done. All right,
we're all done. So now we're gonna get Ryan and show him his Landcruiser. Was it anything hard? Did anything come as a problem at all?
The sway bar was a little different for me. I had to drop the lower control arm differently than I normally do because of the it's not KDSS, but
no, it is KDSS.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. KDSS sway bar.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, it's not too bad at all.
Dude, it looks great. What do you think, Max?
It's a Toyota.
Yeah. And he did not go 35s, right? He went.
Which honestly looks like a blessing.
Yeah.
With how close it is.
Okay.
It's almost like we had better clearance on the Lexus than we have on these Landcruisers, but
I agree.
kind of weird that it would be like that.
So,
And I know even the first edition models are even worse. So I have to be careful when we get one of those in here.
Okay. So what's the difference between a first edition and?
Yeah, you kind of have to be cognizant and really know what you're looking for to find a first edition. 1958 edition or something it's referred to has the circle headlights on these. So the first edition will be a circle headlight, but it's a halo. And then the fenders are designed completely different. Mud flaps look super different.
Okay.
It's got a sunroof, and then I think it only uses about a half of the rack that like a traditional one will use. I haven't seen one in person, so I can only say so well. Have you guys turned the wheel to actually see if it touches at all?
No. On the test drive, we went lock to lock.
Yeah, nothing. Cool. All right, guys, we're gonna grab Ryan real quick. I think he's sitting right over here. Dude, you still getting work done, bro? You ready to see your Landcruiser?
I took the laptop away, but I was Working on the phone. How's it look?
Looks great. Yeah, yeah. It looks amazing. Yeah, so far what I can tell you right now is that you're the only one who has this combination. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, they look good.
You like that?
Well, they give it a pop.
Dude, it gives it such a pop. No one, I haven't seen the gunmetal method wheels yet.
But they look good with that color and the black. It blends in. I mean, no offense, but everybody does, you know, the matte black or the black.
Everyone,
It just gives it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I like the heritage wheel caps too. It gives it a little color. It looks perfect to me. Yeah. A lot of my driving will be on the road. Not a lot of rock climbing for me. So,
no, dude,
you know, rock crawling.
Right?
So yeah, so the tires look good. Yeah, it looks good. I love that roof rack too.
Yeah, the roof rack is insane. Yeah, you killed it. Everything here, and no rub. I mean, you can have big tires, but if you're rubbing, there's like no point, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, the nice thing about these two is you don't have to take anything off. So everything still stays stock.
Yeah.
Don't have to take any mud flaps off or anything like that. So
did you already do your research? Like you knew they weren't going to rub, or?
I did actually. I reached out directly through Messenger and social media.
No way.
Yeah, to Westcott.
Okay.
And they responded and told me. I don't even think the 35s would rub with their the pre-collar lift, but I was pretty confident that I knew that this specific tire, this specific size wouldn't rub.
This is it. Well executed.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, on your end for sure.
I'm sure my wife and my kids have enjoyed me spending hours researching all this.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. That's our fun though. We love it.
The stem caps are the method heritage.
Get out of here. What?
It's all about the details, man.
Well, man, Ryan, thanks, dude. Thanks so much.
Thanks for filming.
It was really cool. So everyone likes, right? Yeah, you can't beat it. That thing looks so great. Another happy customer. Ryan got him out, and he's gonna definitely recommend us to more people. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully we have something cool here. Max, we need somebody with 40s, bro, on a Sequoia or Landcruiser.
42s.
All right, guys, take care. See you guys in the next video. Peace.